This video is all about using discourse markers to get a band 6, 7 or above. Discourse markers are super useful signpost phrases that help the listener understand what they are going to say next. Last time you saw Gabi trying to answer the newest IELTS questions using these discourse markers or signpost phrases. This time she has to answer the tricky Part 3 IELTS questions. If she doesn't use all these phrases flexibly, she has to electrocute herself on an electric fence. I know, I'm a terrible husband. If she does, I have to touch the electric fence instead. Gabrielle, do you think you used any of those discourse markers?
No, I think all I could hear myself saying was for me, for me, for me.
You also used the I think quite a lot, which wasn't in there, but it is a discourse marker.
Okay.
See if we can improve on those.
Okay, I'll try harder.
No, it's okay, because you know that's part of band 7 is being able to use them flexibly and appropriately as well. So sometimes you might not have to use them. Okay, the next part is about success. This is part 3. Okay, so
how long should I be speaking for these questions?
Okay, so for part 3 you've got to talk a bit more generally, and if you could speak for maybe at least about 20 to 30 seconds for each question.
Okay.
So yeah, but we're talking more generally, so not necessarily about you, but people or the world or your country in general. Okay, let's talk about success. So are successful people often lonely?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know is the answer, because you can only kind of go from your own experience, but to be honest, I think some people might be lonely if they're very successful, because in order to be successful, I think you have to sacrifice certain things. You have to commit your time to a project, and that may mean that you don't have time for your friends or family as much as you'd like to have.
Great. In general, how do people judge or assess the success of others?
I guess it depends on the category of success. If it's something academic, then you're judged on what your results are in exams. In life, it can be anything from the car you drive to the husband or wife you have. I think people can be very judgmental.
Good. Why do people set goals?
It seems to be that goals help you to achieve your dreams and help to focus your energy. So if you don't have goals, it's very easy to drift along in life. But I think people like setting goals because if they reach their goals, it gives them a boost. It's confirmation that the time they've spent was well spent because they've achieved something.
What does it take to become successful?
Actually, I think it takes lots of different things, and it depends on the person, but I think perseverance, to not give up, is very important. To make sacrifices for what you want to achieve, to have a positive mindset. There's the phrase, dream it to achieve it, I think. So, keep focused on what you want to achieve. I think you might have to have a thick skin. So if people, might knock you down, they might not believe in you, and you have to believe in yourself.
That's really good. And it's quite funny hearing you speak about this, because Gabi's also writing a book at the moment. So being trying to strive for success and all of those things,
it's very difficult.
It is quite difficult. A lot of pain, a lot of tears and suffering. But you did get on the front cover of a magazine this week. That's right. We're now models for bikes. Well, not really. We're just on the front cover, thanks to you. So congratulations to that. I think you need to celebrate your successes sometimes.
You.
Okay, last couple of questions. You're doing really well. Keep on going. Why is it that some people achieve success faster?
Well, I think some people are born with natural talents and not skills, because generally skills you have to learn, but like we were talking about singing, if you're born with a good voice, then you will probably become successful in singing quicker. But I think it's more probably to do with people's mindset and how much they want the thing that they're trying to achieve. So I think personality has a lot to do with success. And then there's life circumstances as well. You know, some people are just in more fortunate life circumstances than other people. If you're born into a stable country with a stable family, and you don't have to worry about money, then possibly you have greater opportunities to be successful, or it's easier at least. But saying that, people in difficult circumstances, they can be more motivated they've got more motivation to go after what they want, and those people can also be, you know, they can get to be successful very quickly sometimes because they're more driven.
Great, thanks very much. Yeah, that was really good. And in fact, I think, you added in a lot of other discourse markers that we hadn't actually put down on the paper before.
Right.
So we'll put those up at the bottom of the screen. So any of those extra ones that you naturally put in. So overall, how do you think you did today?
Oh, not well. I found it. I think because compared to when we last did this, and you just said, "Oh, speak naturally," I was more relaxed. But today, because I was thinking that I had to, you know, fit in discourse markers, it does make you feel different.
Yeah, and that's totally what we tell students all the time, isn't it? Think about this, think about this, think about this to put it in, and it does make you feel a bit more.
I feel very sorry
rigid.
for you IELTS students that have to think about those things. It's easier if you can just talk naturally, but yeah.
And yeah, I guess it is a test, and they have to use something to mark it with. So it tries to reward natural language, but sometimes you have to try and force some things. So these discourse markers, interesting, they did come out in your speaking in the part 3, but perhaps in part 1, not so much.
No.
You didn't use them so many times.
Yeah.
So which means, Gabrielle,
Oh no!
I'm so lucky, so lucky, because I hate electricity. Or
You
I'm
mean
so
I
scared
didn't say I must admit?
No, that wasn't one of them actually. It was
no.
all the other ones.
Oh, right.
So yeah, if you ask me, or
I didn't
you did
say
use,
that, no.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, which other ones did you use?
For me, I think I used quite a bit.
I think you used I suppose. And
I didn't use
I'd
it
say
seems to me that I don't think.
No, maybe not.
Yeah. Oh no, I have to go and touch an electric fence.
Yay! I mean, no.
Awful.
I hope it's not too many volts, because I do feel a bit bad about making you electrocute yourself.
Yeah, thanks.
So there we go, guys. Thanks very much. I would very much appreciate it if you subscribed to the channel, because I'm not very successful in the channel at the moment, but as Gabrielle said, I must keep on working harder, have the vision, and keep on going, as you will too. So good luck, keep on going. You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it. Bye. Gabi did pretty well today, and she used all these different discourse markers, but she didn't use them all. Now remember, you don't have to use all the discourse markers in the IELTS speaking test, but to get a band 6, you need to use many different ones, a range, And to get a band 7, you need to use lots of different ones, but flexibly. That is, you need to use them like a native speaker would use them. Do you think you could use all of these different ones? If you found any of this useful today, please do click the subscribe button. But in the meantime, here's Gabi electrocuting herself on the electric fence. Glad it's not me. Electric fence. As part of the forfeit challenge, Gabi has to electrocute herself. How are you feeling about it?
I don't want to do it.
We agreed, we had an agreement.
Okay, I'm just going to do it quickly and not think about it. I don't like it.
Gabi has survived the electric fence and lives to fight and speak another day.